for a special now, we're going to have a series of interviews with some students who've done exceptionally well after a nail-biting wait. The CBSE Class 12 results were released today. Over 10 lakh students appeared for the exam, which is almost 9% more than last year.
Well, the total pass percentage this year hit more than 82%. Like every year, the girls did better than the boys, with the total pass percentage for girls at 88.5%, while the boys were at 78%. Now, Thiruvananthapuram has the highest pass percentage with over 94% students passing the examination. Okay, surprisingly, we have boys here in the studio. Hari Shankar is joining us here on News 360. You're from the Air Force, Bal Bharti, and you have scored 99.2%.
Yes.
So first I have to say congratulations, and then Karma and I jointly want to know, where did that 0.8% go?
Actually, I lost 3 marks in English and a mark in accounts.
Well, what's wrong with you guys? Do you have some kind of a formula that you work on? Because when we were studying, getting 80 was like a big deal, and we had to struggle to get 80. Is there a set formula that you have which makes you get up cross that 90 ladder and reach closer to 100?
No, there's only one formula, it's hard work. So we are not super intelligent people. At least I'm not. I don't know about others. I'm not a super intelligent guy. I just know that I can work hard, and I think that's it.
How can you even say you're not super intelligent? But I want to know, did you kick yourself losing 3 in English, 1 in accounts? Did you sort of say?
No, it took time to create, the message took time to get in, because I wasn't expecting this, not this much. I was expecting good marks, but not a 99.2 obviously. So I was expecting around 97 to 98 to get into a good college, but 99.2 was just too good, and is just too good. I think I can get into good colleges now.
Right.
Hopefully.
And advice to perhaps students who will appear next year, how much of it is intelligence, percentage-wise, and how much of it is hard work?
See, I personally, because I belong to commerce background, I'll say that in commerce, maybe 20 to 30% is intelligence. The rest percent is hard work, and even in the 20 to 30%, you don't need to be super intelligent or an Einstein type of guy. You just need to keep working hard throughout the year and be consistent with it.
Hari, what do you plan to do in the future? I know you're stressing on the fact that you want to get into a good college, but what do you want to do?
Yeah, I've appeared for the law entrances.
Oh.
I've given my CLAT, so I'm expecting to get into a good law college. Most probably, I wish that I'll get into NLSIU Bangalore. So
many lawyers go on to become politicians. Is that something that's ever
obviously. Yeah, we see the political scene changing, and it's really good to enter the politics.
Is that something you aspire to?
Yeah,
Is it something
definitely.
that could interest you?
Definitely.
Wow, that's something I've never heard.
While you two chat, we are now joined by another exceptional student, Sarthak Agarwal, DPS Vasant Kunj. He's topped the list in science with 99.6. Let me get my maths right. 0.6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 4.4, where did it go?
Well, I'm focusing on the 99.6, where did it come from, rather than where the 0.4 went.
But still, I just want to know.
In English, I lost marks.
Both of you.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to do in the future, Sarthak?
Well, in the near future, I want to pursue economics honors from SRCC or St. Stephen's. That's been my goal for 2 years, and I focused towards it, and now it's a reality.
And then the eventual goal, life.
Eventual goal, well, I'd like to serve India. That's my childhood dream, and it still stays. So I can look forward to joining civil services.
Wow. Excellent.
It's my
but not politics, because you can
definitely politics is. I'd like to add that it's a field that interests me so much. I'm an avid fan of Mr. Modi. I follow his rallies religiously, even during my exams.
Oh, you made time for Mr. Modi's rallies?
Actually, it was amazing, because election season going on with the exams, I had to chuck out some ideas on how to do that, but I managed to.
Was that a distraction for you as well, considering you've also blurted out politics quite on your own?
No, actually, I'm not an avid fan of a single person. I just follow politics. I follow politics too much. I take out time for news, and I watch news. I read the newspaper for about an hour. So
That's so good, isn't it, Anubha? Because when I was studying, we'd more be listening to music, MTV, watch movies, then think about politics or watch news channels. I used to watch Doordarshan sometimes. But, you talked about focus, Sarthak. For the students who are preparing for next year, what do they do? How strong should their preparation be? Should they start right from the word go, the first day of school?
Well, the main thing I would like to say is that they should analyze themselves first, like what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses. Because if you are focused towards, you can have a roadmap for your future, it really helps, and that's what been in my case. So you really have to take out time with yourself. You have to analyze yourself that where can I go wrong, where do I want to see myself at the end of 2 years, and then whatever suits you, please adopt that. That's my only guidance I would like to give.
Hari and Sarthak, I'm sorry for sounding a little bit jaded, but I think as we grow older, we sort of look back at class 12 and say, hey, it really didn't matter. I went on to do what I wanted to do. Do you think you could ever think like that, or do you believe this class 12th day, the results have come out, when you saw that number, 99.6, etc., it's sort of the happiest day of your life?
I hope this is not the happiest day of my life. I wish that I go on to get to higher, more heights than this. And I just wish that this is just a pleasant morning, and the hotter day to toil is yet to come. Okay. So I wish I perform better that way, that time.
What about you?
Well, I will differ with that. I just want to hold this moment for a lifetime. It's not possible, but still, because it's really amazing. It's been an amazing day for me, and actually I just want it to stay forever.
You can record this show and say pen drive.
It's not the same thing.
I think we have to thank you, because they should be out partying, but they've decided to come and spend the evening with us.
Thank you so much, guys.
So thanks so much, both of you. Good luck, and to many more successes ahead.
Thanks a lot.
And before both of us slip into a break and still wonder, one of the top scorers today is Harshita Kejriwal, making her father, the Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal, very proud.
Well, she says she made sure, just like the two gentlemen here, that she wasn't distracted this time by her father's agitations. Have a look.
Were you expecting to do so well?
Well, my boards went good and I'm satisfied with my marks. Well, I have given IIT exam and I'm waiting for its results. So I want to be an IITian. I want to go to IIT.
Who is your role model? Is it your father or is it your mother?
Both are my role models.
In the past few years, it has been very tough for your family with your father constantly being out.
So focus is important, and yes, like I used to read newspaper, but that was in my break time. So no, it was not affected.
Yes, and we are continuing our conversation with bright young minds who gave the class 12th examination, and results are out today. You heard our conversation with two of those bright boys who scored 99% plus, but it hasn't quite been a good day for all. Joining us here on News 360 are Prachi and Pragya Mahajan. They are twins, of course, quite evident, but are also visually impaired. They study at the Springdale School here in New Delhi. And the problem is that they'd written their 12th board examinations this year, but when the results came out today, they got high marks in 4 of their subjects, but were actually marked a 0 in the 5th. And they do seem to complain that the principal has simply expressed her condolence and hasn't really acted. Prachi and Pragya, thanks very much for joining. I'd like to tell our viewers that Prachi scored 90% in English and political science. Pragya scored 94% in almost 3 subjects, but both of them scored 0. Prachi scored 0 in economics and Pragya scored 0 in psychology. Pragya, let me start with you. What do you believe went wrong? Because you said that you gave your examination on a computer. Is it possible at all that you did badly?
I actually don't understand what went wrong, so I would like to request the CBSE to put up everything transparently to me, because if we logically think a child scoring 94 in all 4 subjects, how can he or she get a 0 in the 5th subject despite being confident that the paper went off well?
Right, and of course, Pragya, you got 94 in 3 subjects, 84 in 1, and you were saying that the subjects that you stood for, where you got a zero, you were hoping to, of course, get high marks there also. You'd prepared well, you had done well in the exams.
Yes. And it is actually very disheartening that fine, we are put in special category, but it does not mean that we would be discriminated for our results. Special harassment would be given to us for our results.
Prachi, let me come to you. I'm sure your parents have already approached the school authorities. What is the school authority saying? Has a petition been sent to the CBSE chairman? What are you planning to do now?
The school authority has a very casual attitude, and the moment we entered school to collect the letter, they were staring at us as if we had failed in one subject.
Prachi, I think your mark sheet, as you mentioned to us, says that you scored a 0 in economics. So I'll ask you the same question that I'd put to your sister. Is it possible at all that you did badly?
No, it is not possible, as I was expecting the highest marks in economics, but when I saw the results, it was very disheartening, and you can imagine the mental torture we are going through since morning. And the school is not even ready to support us.
Prachi, I'm sure preparing for these examinations would be as tough for you as is for any class 12 student who's appearing. But give us a sense, we were talking to some other boys there, how they kept their focus. How did you keep your focus all through these last 12 months?
I had made my schedule very comfortable, and I used to get up early in the morning and study throughout the day, and used to sleep comfortably in the night.
Okay, girls, we'll have to thank you for joining us here on News 360, and here's hoping actually that the CBSE chairman is listening to you, and the principal who you are saying has been a little casual since the results have come in is also taking note of how hurt you're feeling.
That's right. For that story and more, IBNlive.com. With that, we come to the end of the show. News and updates continue India at 9 with Rajdeep Sardesai is up next.
Yes, but just before we go, there is one more incredible story of some tremendous hard work that has been put in. This is the story of Neha. She scored 94.2%. Her father is a truck driver, but is obviously beaming with pride today. With that story, we leave it here. India at 9's next.
Her father's a truck driver, her mother's a homemaker who takes care of her 6 siblings. But that didn't stop 16-year-old Neha to get a 94.2% in her boards. Congratulations, Neha. Has reality sunk in finally?
I dreamt of it, and hard work, everyone's blessings has worked, and I have finally achieved it. Feeling wonderful, it's great, and something has really came to the reality.
Okay. Now, you studied in this 10 by 10 room. This was where you studied and burned the midnight oil to achieve this success. What's the message that you'd like to give to other students, and especially children who belong to a similar background like yours?
Set a goal, do all what you want, work hard, and you'll achieve it.
आपकी 6 बेटियां हैं और आप उन्हें पढ़ाते हैं, खुद ट्रक चलाते हैं, एक रेंटेड हाउस में रहते हैं. क्यों इतना आप इनको एनकरेज करते हैं?
हमें इस चीज़ से बहुत खुशी है. ये जितना पढ़ सकें, मैं रोटी नहीं खाऊंगा लेकिन इन्हें पढ़ाऊंगा.
See, that's the hard work that your parents have put in. You've made your parents proud. What is the way forward for Neha now?
I just wish to fulfill all that they have expected from me. All they have sacrificed their life, their luxury for me, and I want to give them all the luxuries that they have missed.